Hey everyone, my room is right now a complete mess right now because I'm pulling out luggage and other equipment for my trip to Brazil. Um, so I'm just testing out a few things before my trip. Plus, I got some collaboration coming up while I'm there. So this is going to be a really cool trip. So it's a lot of planning I'm doing right now. So everything's kind of a mess. So just want to make sure everything runs smooth. But for this video, I am going to show you how I went about booking my trip because some things have changed since the last time I talked about this topic. So I'm going to show you some up-to-date things that I've done in terms of booking my flight. So let me just show you how I do it now. Okay, this page is the travel.state.gov page, which is operated by the U.S. State Department. This is the travel advisory section of this page. Basically, it gives you an idea of what's going on in different countries in terms of any acts of terrorism, crime, dangerous situations, so you can make an informed decision on your travel destination, wherever you want to go. Obviously, you can see here there is a list of countries. You can organize them based on advisory levels or when these list was updated. I'm going to go by country by clicking the up arrow, and I'm going to go down to the country I'm going to is Brazil. Brazil is going to give me the travel advisory, which is level 2. And before I go any further, there are 4 levels to this travel advisory list. 1 is exercise normal precaution. 2, exercise increasing caution. 3, reconsider travel. And 4, do not travel. Basically, this will give me an idea on how safe the country is. And basically, Brazil is a level 2, exercise increase caution. Basically, it's telling me that there are some situations going on there, just keep your guard up. Okay, it's still safe to go, but keep your guard up when you're up there. And basically, it's going to give me a summary of what's going on. And basically the increased caution in Brazil is due to crime. So it's going to tell me where these situations are at. And it's going to give me a summary and the areas where not to go, where it's really, really bad. So I'm going to read this, take these things in consideration, and put it part of my plans to stay out of these areas. Now, with that being said, we're going to go over to this tab. This is the Smart Travelers Enrollment Program, which is also operated by the U.S. Department of State. This, you create an account, and basically you'll give your information on where you're going in the country. So that way, if there's any issues, they'll email you or text you about any situation that may be happening, such as protests or demonstrations, any acts of violence that may occur. So that way you can make informed decisions about your travel routines and stuff like that. So you won't get hurt or you won't get caught in the middle of this stuff. I use this program. It is very helpful. I highly recommend people utilize this. It's just another safety net for your safety, so that way you don't get harmed while you're on vacation and you are aware of certain situations that may occur. So I already fed my information about my travels next as far as Brazil. Then I'll go over here and I'll scroll down, and what I'll do is I'll look at embassies and consulate in Brazil, since I'm going to be in the Rio de Janeiro area. I will copy all this information. I'll keep it on my phone because I want to have this information with me just in case something happens. I will have their contact information. Like, for example, I lost my wallet or I lost my passport. Definitely with the passport stuff, you need to contact the embassy so you can get a replacement, or you're a victim of a crime. A lot of people don't think about going to the U.S. Embassy about that. They'll go to the police, yeah, but you also may want to go to the embassy because there are programs to deal with, crime victims that you may be able to apply for. So this is something that I would do and keep in my plans when I travel overseas. And has a wealth of information. I highly recommend you go through this site and read some of the information on here as you prepare for your travels overseas. Okay, this is how I do my process of finding cheap flights. Basically, as you can see, I got a number of flights, number tabs up with different flights. Google flights, I have, refresh that. I have booking.com. I have Expedia and Priceline. So as this is refreshing and giving me my price again, Google Flights is giving me my trip to New York to Rio de Janeiro, August 14th to the 28th at 8:15. Booking.com is given to me at $793.68. Expedia is given to me at $809, although I can go cheaper if I leave on a Tuesday for $711. And Priceline is giving me $753. So this is my cheapest, but what we're going to do, we're going to go with Expedia and we're going to go cheaper. So if we go cheaper, $711, that's going to be my cheapest flight. I'm going to be flexible on that one. No, actually it went down to $738. Still save some money. Not a problem. Might have to change a return date. We're not going to worry about that now. We're just going to leave it at where it is. And we're going to take this price for the time being, just to show you. Now, I want to show you something real quick, and I don't want you guys to go ape crazy over this, okay? You'll see this on a lot of the websites, even the major airlines, as low as $68 a month. I'm going to click on this and show you what's going on. This is a firm. This is a loan company. You can purchase your flights or vacation package via a loan. 3 months, 6 months, or 12-month loan. And basically you can do this while you're on vacation. For example, let's say you have a trip coming up in 3 months, but you're using a 12-month loan. You can do that. However, don't get too crazy with this and start using this every time you're going on a trip, because you got to remember something. First of all, you got interest rates you're paying for. Okay? For 3 months, look how much you're paying. $18. Now your fares just went up. All the way from a 12-month, you're paying this amount of money a month, and your ticket prices just went up. So you're going to be paying this they're going to pay this initially, but you're going to be paying this for 12 months for a vacation. Me personally, I like to pay everything off. Matter of fact, I'm almost finished paying off my flight ticket for my Brazil trip, and I haven't even been on the trip yet. So the only thing I'm going to be paying off is my hotel, which is cool. My hotel's not that much. So probably when I get back, I'll pay the hotel off and my trip to Brazil is over and done with. So I can book another flight. So that's kind of the methodology I like to have. Now, I'm going to show you another way where you can save money, but there's a little caveat to that. Okay, We found the flight, $738. Now, for people who have credit cards with travel reward points, this is where you benefit from it. Instead of booking the flights from the websites that I just showed you, you'll go to your credit card portal, which has its own credit card site within that portal, and you will book your flights through there. Because there you'll have the option of using your travel reward points that you accumulated from the use of your credit card. That you can do one of two things. You can either reduce the amount of the airfare, or you can use it to upgrade to a higher tier on the airline, say from economy to economy plus, or depending on how many points you have, you can use that to upgrade to first class or business class, or use whatever, and then add some more money on top of that to go to whatever class of service on the airline you want. That is the benefit of having that card. Now, for people who want to get those types of cards, I'm going to tell you, you need to have a credit score of about 690, because 690, that's the minimum you need to get those type of cards from the bank or from a regular credit card company like Capital One. Because basically your credit limit is going to be anywhere from minimum 4,000 and up, because they'll give you a very hefty credit limit on that. So if I were you, I would work hard to get my credit score up and keep it consistently up and be financially disciplined. And when you get these cards, I would just use them for basic stuff: food, gas. If you're going out to eat, go out eat, and pay it off every month. That's the key thing. Keep building it. I usually attach all my credit cards to my bank account and just auto pay it, so that way I never forget it. Because if you do that, you keep your credit history good. So that way I'm always having money funneled into that credit card. And you don't have to get a lot of these credit cards. Just get one. You want to build it up, get those points, use them, and that's it. That is the key thing you guys need to do. It's the key thing you want to have if you're going to be consistently traveling. So that's my advice as far as with the credit cards and stuff like that. Don't abuse them. Don't go crazy over them. You want to be a smart traveler about them. So use them, and use them very, very wisely. I want to talk about one more thing before I wrap this up. And this is the most overlooked thing people don't consider, and that is medical travel insurance. Not travel insurance involving your luggage and stuff. I'm talking about medically. If something happens to you while you're at your destination, do you have medical coverage? Do you have the funds to take care of that? Because you get a lot of guys that go to different countries and they don't have that type of coverage. They don't think about those things. If something happens to you, you will not leave that country until you pay that bill. They will seize your passport. Okay? So you need to have some type of coverage and have that person, whoever the company you're using, to be able to contact them so they can work out whatever details to make sure that you're medically covered and all that other stuff. U.S. Medicare, Medicaid, and stuff like that do not work overseas. It doesn't. So you're going to have to get a separate plan. Now, I know there's an international one for Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I think they have a global one. But outside of that, rest of these guys don't. So you're going to have to find another company that has a international plan for you, just in case if you get sick, injured, or whatever. Okay, this is the most overlooked thing that happens, okay, when it comes to traveling. And this is being smart. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're planning out your trip or multiple trips or whatever you guys are doing, because like I said, you get hurt and injured and you ain't got the money to pay for it, you stuck. Period. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.